Hello, LEGO fans, and welcome into a special feature episode of the Brick Hour podcast. I am JJ, otherwise known as Lancaster Builds.
I am Cameron, otherwise known as Cameron Studios.
I am Scott, the partially intensive care unit Lannister.
And I am Gina, otherwise known as My Bricks and Me.
And we are here. Plus, Scott, thank you for being here. I know you're dying,
alive-ish.
Dying. Yeah, don't die.
Your fury towards this topic is why we are here today. And why this video is coming out on a Wednesday. And why this is coming out on a Wednesday and not a Friday as usual. The smart bricks have been revealed officially. Monday afternoon, the smart bricks were revealed in a giant tech conference thing that LEGO held in joint with Lucasfilm regarding these smart bricks and this new innovative technology that LEGO has. Obviously, some folks have already talked about it, but we need to do our due diligence, and this is a huge topic, so that's why this video is coming out on a Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. So we're not going to waste any time. There is no what are we building, obviously, because this is a special feature video. So we're going to just jump right in. If you've been living under a rock and have absolutely no idea what we're talking about, late last year, late 2025, like late fall, early winter, the rumors came out that LEGO was in fact going to be releasing a new line of products around the smart brick technology. There were some leaked sketches that popped up of what some of these sets would look like. Yep. Some of the minifigures leaked ahead of time. We now have better looks at those. And it was effectively centered around some sort of specialized 2x4 piece that would scan tags or interact when in proximity with a tag or with another brick to enhance play. And that is effectively what LEGO announced, is that's what these are going to do. They, at least in my opinion, this is a step up from the Mario technology. Whereas the Mario it's an electronic figure that is scanning a tag and making a sound or performing some sort of action as a result of that. This is a step further from that. So now it's working on proximity, and they've miniaturized it, so now it fits inside of minifigures and inside of a 2x4.
Yes. Now with Mario, they've definitely upgraded, but like you can take your Mario fig and you can just put the chunky guy like over something that's blue or red, and it'll have the little picture on his torso, and it'll make the same noise. So it still does recognize the colors.
Correct. Like
the brick or tiles or whatever do, but they've miniaturized it. Yes. So yay. But
I mean, it's they've done away with the ugly figures, and now we have minifigures, but now it's just ugly minifigures. But this was a huge point of contention with the community. People have very much they were very negative about this when the initial leaks and rumors came up, and now we've seen it, and we have pictures, and we're going to show them in a minute or two here. The community backlash from the outset has been absolutely just atrocious. People have been adamantly against us since before the reveal. And I fully expect for this reveal, to only increase the level of hate being directed towards the LAN recently. Especially,
do you think the LAN's going to get it?
Yeah.
So we'll get into that in a minute. But I love the fact that like LEGO on like Saturday or Sunday put up like a teaser video where like, here it comes, like this new thing is coming, and a bunch of like LAN people are commenting on the post being like, we're so excited, we can't wait. And there was like a handful of guys commenting back with, you know what it is already. Like, stop trying to fool anyone. You know what this is.
Lies, fake news. You're not excited.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think some of them are.
Maybe, yeah.
Cam or Scott, do you have any thoughts before we just dive right in and just jump right into the pictures of this?
No. I'm holding my tongue for right now. If I start, I'm not going to stop. It hurts to speak, so I'm saving my energy. You know what I'm saying?
So let's before you die, let's jump right in. So here we go. This is it. These are the smart brick sets. These are the three that they kind of really like showed off at this presentation. So they had this presentation. There was no live stream of it, but these pictures are everywhere, so they're okay for us to use. Because there's pictures taken at the presentation that are all over the place now, so it doesn't really matter. These are the three sets they highlighted. We have the TIE Advanced, we have the X-Wing, and we have the Death Star Final Duel with A-Wing. On the surface, some of these design-wise, I actually like.
Mm-hmm.
It's when we get into certain aspects that it goes down the toilet. Here's another kind of random image there. But we're going to just jump right in with some of these sets right off the bat. We're going to start with the TIE Advanced. Oh, sorry, we're not going to start with the TIE Advanced. These are the minifigures.
Oh, God.
This is how the minifigures are designed. So these are similar to, I'm going to say they're similar to the light-up lightsaber minifigures and the NBA figures from way back when. The legs and torsos are fused because there is smart technology inside them.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yep.
The heads can come off and the arms can come off. But the legs and torsos are fused. As you can see on the back, there is like smart brick tags so that the brick can scan these or know what figure it's interacting with. And then there's the really ugly warning label on the side of the torso.
I gotta wonder, why does it say 2022?
That's probably when they developed these.
These are the prototypes. So this shows you how long this has been in design.
That's scary to me. That's really scary if they've been planning it for this long.
Now, I will say this. I'll say this. If this was just the logo, like the tag on the back, I can live with it. Like, it's fine. It's the super ugly, like, random numbers and, like, the trademark tag on the side that just ruins these for me entirely.
It looks like they decided that they were 18 and they were going to get their first tattoo, and it's horrendous. Like, it's awful. That is visually so terrible.
You know what it is? Someone I talked to about this today. It's like putting the bumper sticker coexist on the back of a car.
Literally, though.
I mean, I look at these and, like, the thing, like, lately people have been caring more about minifigures than the actual bricks in some sets. Like, some people will buy a set just for the minifigures.
Yeah.
This kind of tarnishes the minifigure, in my opinion. Like, yes, they might make sounds, which we'll get into more later on, but, like, right off the bat, like, the sides, we don't get side printing. But now they can put warning labels on, and I guarantee there's going to be some people that complain, if we can get these warning labels, why can't we get actual printing?
I didn't even think of that. Oh, my God, you're right.
At the end of the day, like, the minifigure arm will cover it most of the time because, like, that's how minifigures work. But still, it's there. And it just, I feel like it takes away from the minifigure itself, the character itself.
Have you seen the R2-D2?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to get into that. Don't you worry. He's later on down the line. We're going to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're looking at minifigure wise. This is kind of basic design.
What I don't understand, this circle tag thing at the back. If the chip is inside and it's all good, is this like, do they need that and the warning label, or could they have just had the back of the fig be what it should be and then have the warning label, and that's how you tell this is your fancy fig?
I think yes, because I think from my understanding from reading what was said about this and the demonstrations is the smart brick itself scans the figure with the tag to know what figure it's interacting with.
And as for the warning label, I think that's similar to like all the boxes we're seeing now with the Lego sets that have batteries in them. Like, they need to have a warning label on the specific fig.
Correct.
Because like if you just like, God forbid a kid swallowed a regular fig, is it bad? Yes, but they can still track it because there's like certain dyes inside the minifigures on that can be seen on X-ray. Whereas with these have technology in them, like a chip or something. You need to know, like, you need to warn the parents, hey, don't let your kids swallow these, but more specific, don't let them swallow these more specifically.
Yes.
I'm gonna swallow one of these just to see what happens.
Oh boy, we're gonna get a mutated gene. He's gonna get superpowers, maybe.
I want the X-ray. I want the X-ray with the little minifig in the middle of her.
Just put a brick next to me and see.
Like Homer Simpson's X-ray with the crayon in his brain.
Yeah. Enhance.
Here's the first set we're gonna take a look at. This is Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. This is the first Darth Vader's TIE Advanced we've gotten on it by itself since 1999.
No, it's not.
Yeah, by itself in a set alone. Yes,
I've got one.
Oh no! There's one from 08. You're right. There's one from 08.
Yeah, I have that one.
This is, however, the first one we've gotten since 2016. And I will say, when I saw the picture of this, I went, this looks kind of good.
It's small, though.
The front, I don't care.
The front of it.
The front of it looks outstanding.
Yes.
The wings look incredible. You got some cool scenery next to it with like a little Yavin build with the, you got the Fleet Trooper. From the front, love this. Looks really cool. But then you go here. There's a giant gaping hole in the back of the hall.
I hate it.
See,
Why
the thing
is this a thing?
Because so the way I understood it when I was watching it, you see the little tab right next to the arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to push that to push the smart brick into the sensor that activates the sounds and the gimbal and all that crap. Correct. So, like to get the lasers, which don't sound like Star Wars lasers, by the way.
No, they don't.
There's some generic laser sound, and it doesn't sound like a TIE fighter. It sounds like a jet when you can hear it because the speaker is incredibly small. You have to physically engage you have to physically engage the smart brick to get it to work. It doesn't work automatically by itself.
No. And this picture is great because it showed, like, people were like, oh my God, like the front of it looks amazing. And it does. The front of it looks fantastic. And then you look at this and you're like, this is awful. There's a huge hole in the back. You put the brick in there and the brick kind of covers it up.
It doesn't really, though, because it stands out.
And to Scott's point, it doesn't make TIE fighter sounds. It doesn't make Star Wars laser blast sounds. It makes generic just noises.
So the thing about this, that just from my own perspective, it had to have it like this open means that it heats up and it needs to have a heat sink. It needs to be able to.
Well, and for the sounds, it also
that's a problem already.
It also probably means the microphones in this thing are probably not loud enough. The speakers are not loud enough to dispense sound unless it is completely exposed.
Not at that size, no. And this is the thing that bothers me is what happens if these things overheat. So what happens if you try to build it into something and build a shell around it and it overheats? Are these lithium ion batteries, which if you overheat them, it becomes extremely dangerous?
No, they can't. They can't be lithium because they're is lithium rechargeable?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. But the other thing, because I watched Jang's video, it's not a standard size brick. That 2x4 brick is not just a 2x4 brick. It's a 2x4 brick with a plate. Yes. So if they incorporated it to close it in, they would have had to completely revamp the whole build in order to cover it. So given that it's just on a standard brick, that probably, and then it has to move. Like you said, you have to interact with that button
move it around
to shove the brick up so that it sees things. So you would have had to really just have it be so fluid underneath it that it would be able to shift and not get caught on understuds and stuff.
Yeah. Also, this yellow pad thing off to the side, that is the wireless charger for the bricks.
Yeah, clear with the wire sticking out the back.
Huge. It looks like I can put my phone on that and it will charge it probably.
I'm sorry, but I want to rip it open and I want to see what else is in there. That's way too big for a charging pad.
Especially like the fact that small little section specifically for the brick. What's the rest of it for?
Who knows?
Who knows? It's what's still bothering me about this, because the stuff they were using to describe it, where it reaches out and connects with other smart bricks to form a network.
Yep.
Like the more they talked about it, the more I didn't like it. And this is just me being an old techie who's seen technology like this used for the wrong reasons.
So
and
Scott,
this is still making me uncomfortable.
Me and you will go halves on one set. I'll swallow a fig torso. You can rip apart the charger. You rip the charger apart. I'll eat a minifig, and we'll see what happens.
I'm going to check and see if it's transmitting. I really am. I want to see if it's transmitting.
So I will say this. Actually, let me go to the next picture. So here's the next one. This is the one. This is the leak that everybody saw. That everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is gonna suck."
It's horrible.
It was the X-Wing. This thing looks terrible.
It looks like a 4+ set that is it looks like a 4+ X-wing within an actual play set, and it defeats the whole purpose of it.
Now, I will say this: the last X-wing we got was $50. Was a pretty good size, pretty good build too. Had pretty great minifigure selection. This thing, from what we understand, is $100.
No.
Is this the 9+
No
set?
effing way, man.
This is $100, 584 pieces.
9+?
Yes.
It is over 10 cents per piece. It's 20 cents per piece.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that, now, I will say price per piece with these is totally out the window.
Yes.
Because you have electronic components. So it gets skewed.
You get the smart brick and you get the charger. So you got to wonder how much that's eating into it.
But here's the thing. They could have done the charger separate. Here, buy these sets, you get whatever. You got to buy a charger. Kind of like with the trains and the other stuff. You have to buy motors separate.
True.
All that stuff. You could have had to buy these components separate to make this work. And then if you didn't want to,
I think the reason they didn't do that is because, like, if they want you to have, I think, if I'm correct, they want a charger per brick. So that we can charge.
Yes.
I don't think you can charge more than one on that thing because that's why it's so small. So like you can charge two.
You charge at a time, yes.
Even still, you wouldn't have enough. You would have to buy we don't know how much a charger itself. I'm sure eventually, if this sticks around, which I hope it doesn't, they might sell the charger separately. And then who knows? I mean, they'll never do the smart brick. Well, they might do the smart brick, but then again, they would have to put so much into it to be able to communicate with other sets.
If they
it's defeating the whole purpose of Lego for me.
If they do it with the train sets for the remotes and the motors and the things that you need to make the trains and some of the like amusement park things function, and you have to buy those components separate because they didn't come motorized, why couldn't they do it with this stuff too?
Because the difference is those don't need the motors to still function. You can still play with the train and still crank the Ferris wheel. These need the bricks to function because of all the stuff in them.
Otherwise, you're just buying you're buying the sensors. That's it.
Yeah, you're just buying sensors.
Though, they could have done that with. They could have done exactly what you just did with the trains. The trains could have functioned without. They could have made an X-wing that looked good on its own,
right?
But so much went into the smart brick that this looks terrible now. Like I said, if it does stick around, they might be able to improve the sets as years go on. But looking at this right now, if you didn't know there's a smart brick, nobody's buying this. Everyone's going to assume this is a 4+ and not want it. There's not even. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Smart brick all over them, so it's going to be hard to confuse.
Is there an exclusive fig in this besides R2 because he's a smart brick?
They're all exclusive because
there's nothing.
They're all exclusive because they have pieces. They have mechanics inside them.
Besides,
in this set.
The characters, I mean.
Hang on. In this set is one smart brick. The two smart minifigures are Luke and Leia.
Luke and Leia, yep.
And the smart tags are the X-Wing, the turret, the transporter, the command center, and the R2-D2.
So let's keep looking at this.
There's no exclusive characters, and there's nothing driving you to buy this set besides the smart brick. So if you don't want the smart brick, you're not buying the set.
No, we're going to get to R2 in a second. I keep saying that, but this is an interesting image that kind of shows how this works. Like, hey, like the brick is on this tag, and as you kind of drive the cart around, it makes sounds.
Yep.
In theory, this is cool. It's an interesting idea. And I also will give them credit. The bricks are not all the same color. There are different colored bricks in the different sets, which I think works because it allows you to hide them. And it's not like the TIE Advanced has a bright purple brick in the back and you're going to get 17 purple bricks. Like the TIE Advanced has a black brick. This one has a blue one. Like, okay, cool. You've at least given an effort to make things look different. But like this X-Wing, the fact that there's no, like the cockpit doesn't even enclose the craft. It's like, come on, man.
Landing gear just sticks out. If you look at it, that landing gear is horrible.
I think it just comes off, or you just don't. It's on there when you're flying it around.
There's no landing gear on the fuselage. The only thing that's landing gear is the front fin. Look at it. Yep. That fuselage is sitting straight on the table.
Yep.
And look how tiny. Look how just how tiny these sets are.
Also, like things. Also, this, like, I'm looking right now at my Yavin 4 Temple set. this this little like Yavin 4 like hovercraft, like service craft, looks like absolute poo-poo compared to the one that came in that set from like 2021.
The builds are sacrificed for the smart bricks.
Yeah.
Which is it's defeating the whole point of Lego.
Building quality.
Oh God.
Here's what I want. Let's look at this. We're gonna go back for a second. Look at R2D2's head. Everybody and their dog lost their flipping mind when they were like, oh my God, R2D2's head is moving and swiveling. It can rotate. This is a game changer. And then we saw this.
Yeah, it can rotate all right.
Yeah.
With your finger.
This picture is via Danny Bob, by the way. I got this off her Instagram. Like,
yeah, you can rotate.
I think this is almost. I'll say this. I'll say this about this. This is awful. The fact that you designed a brand new R2D2 body that has the ability for the head to swivel, but you ruin it by putting a 2x4, basically like a brick head face piece on the back, so you can stick a 2x2 tile on so it interacts with the bricks. And from my understanding, the R2D2 scream doesn't even sound like R2D2 either. Here's the silver lining. At least they didn't redesign the body so it's the same shape as the other one with a new piece, and they price locked it behind one of the smart brick sets. Like, at least, like, you know what? It rotates, but at a cost. Like, if they had just tweaked that old piece and changed the 4 studs to a minifig head piece or whatever, so that it could spin on a classic R2 torso, people would have been flipping out, losing their minds because, oh my God, I have to buy this $100 overpriced piece of garbage X-Wing to get my hands on this. But at least in this case, the back looks terrible, so you're probably never going to want this anyway.
Hopefully, when R2D2 regular R2D2s come out, they figure they make it the same, not with the horrendous flat back, but so that the head can spin. And at least give that to us. Have it be a regular rounded R2D2 body with the same top so that the head can spin. Just give that to us, please, because this is awful. Now I get it, because he goes in the ship and that stupid tile has to interact with the thing, and you're not going to see it when he's in the ship, but when you don't have him in there, this looks awful.
You know what it is? And I hate to say this. They picked R2D2 to do this because everybody has at least 2 or 3 R2D2s because they've saturated sets with R2D2 over the years. Yep. So literally, this guy doesn't have to move. He could just sit in the X-Wing the whole time. If you want to use a normal R2D2, hey, go use one from set 50 from the other 50 sets you have.
Yeah.
Got it.
But it can swivel.
Cam, what are you frustrating your head right now?
I also want you to notice the head. The printing still sucks.
Yeah.
It's still not straight printing. It still is uneven and awful.
This was the worst thing they could have done. Because what you've I think went back and forth on, was this the worst thing to do with R2 or not? Because I look at this and go, you know what? At least they didn't give us a classic, like a good R2 that can finally have the head swivel. But now the problem is they've shown us they know they can do it.
That's probably what frustrates me the most.
The second we see another R2 that doesn't have a head swivel, it's going to drive everybody crazy.
We've had this R2D2, the 4 general pieces have been the same since 1999, right?
Yes.
He has never changed, except for the way he's printed, the way that there's printing on the front, maybe printing on the back, the way the head's printed. It's been the 4 same pieces since 1999. Yep. Never changed once. We could have had a rotating R2D2 head 10 years ago when they started doing research for this. And they chose not to do it for whatever reason. And now they decide to do it for this stupid play feature. And it doesn't even look like R2D2 from the back. They showed that they didn't need the 4 studs on top of that piece to make R2D2 set spin. They could have just taken that out, make it the 1 stud, make it spin. Yes, it might have been a 1 stud connection, but still it was a different R2. They've kept it the same. Next thing you know, we're going to get battle droids with special new pieces that we've had since 1999.
No, please, no.
Next thing you know, we're going to get C-3PO with his silver dual molded leg with a smart brick tag on his back.
Oh my god! But like,
and you won't be able to take the legs off him.
This is one of the things that probably frustrates me the most with this announcement, is because Lego knows what they're doing. They put the smart brick in Lego Star Wars because it's one of the most popular themes within Lego. So all the Star Wars fans, there are ones that buy every single set, and they're going to buy these. And there are some people that are just going to buy it because it's Star Wars. And I think, in a sense, like, they took this piece and then they knew that they could mess with it because it has been the same since 1999.
Yep.
And now, with Star Wars sets already being expensive before the smart bricks, people are going to see the price of these sets and think, oh, that's a usual price for a Star Wars set. It's not that bad. But if you look, like, on the surface, it doesn't look that bad. But if you look more into it, like Gina said, this R2-D2 can just sit in the X-Wing and you really wouldn't be able to tell any difference. Yep. You pull him out, that's a different story. There are going to be some people that want this R2-D2 just because he's a different R2-D2. To me, it's a disservice to R2-D2 and to the Lego Star Wars fans since 1999. Like, we've had the same R2-D2, and now when they finally change him, it's for this new gimmick to me.
Yeah. Let's keep people. I agree. Everything you're saying now, I'm 100% with you on. Here's another thing. So you got Leia when she's in close proximity to the smart brick. It makes sounds. It makes computer noises, and when you swivel it, it will react to how it's moving. I think it's interesting, and it's really cool to me that this brick recognizes that it's being moved around in certain ways, and it can make sounds depending on how it's moving. That's kind of cool to me. That's a really interesting play feature.
I agree. It does some really cool stuff. However, for this particular picture, I'm going to call it the seizure brick, because Leia is literally in front of this 2x4 brick that is constantly flashing.
Yes.
In order for it to be working and doing what it needs to do, it's just flashing all the time. And there are sensitive people that can't do light stuff like that.
Right.
Kids and adults. And this is something that could become troublesome in that respect.
Yeah.
Possibly.
There could be recalls.
So I just, that is a really annoying feature to me, that it has to constantly flash. Yeah.
To JJ's point, go ahead, Scott. Need a minute, Scott?
Are you saving your voice?
No. So, when I walk up to a computer console, I expect to look up.
Not down.
Not down, like straight ahead. I don't want my monitor straight ahead. I want to look up over the brick that's flashing lights in my face.
Yes. Well, this is ergonomic.
Right.
I got ergonomics.
Right.
Or is it thugonomics?
Yeah, figonomics.
Word life.
To JJ's point, the technology is great. The fact that it can sense when a certain figure is close to it, the fact that it can sense when it's spinning, makes sounds like it's great technology.
I just wish it didn't.
But I don't think it's great technology, but to me, it's overkill on a Lego set. You don't need the sound. You don't need the lights. That's what the kids' imagination's for.
This one here, I actually kind of like. I'm not going to lie.
This one makes a little bit more sense.
This one's really cool. I'm dead serious.
How much is this one?
$160.
I was going to say, this is like the 160, 170.
This to me reminds me. This to me reminds me of that original 2005 Revenge of the Sith Mustafar duel set.
I can see that.
I want to do the lightsabers light up. Let me look at the.
No, they do not.
Mm-mm.
And that one they did. This one, no.
Yeah. So, in this one is 2 smart bricks, 3 minifigures: Luke, Palpatine, and Vader, and the tags are the A-wing, the throne, the Death Star turret, and the lightsabers.
Wait, there's only 3 minifigures in this?
There's
5.
Oh, smart figs. Sorry.
Sorry. There's 6. There's 6.
Yeah. There's 6 minifigs total.
The A-wing pilot's a smart fig, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
The
A-wing is. The A-wing pilot is not.
What I love about this is the fact that you can put the smart bricks behind the 2 figures on the stands, and while they're fighting, it's making like lightsaber noises, like they're fighting each other. That's actually really cool. I love that.
Do we actually hear lightsaber noises, or is it?
We
just
have not heard
noise?
anything, but it makes sounds, and like from what I've heard, from what I've seen, people that have like been playing with it is they either talk or they make battle sounds.
So
I heard the video I heard talking coming from Vader.
So Luke, Vader, Leia, Palpatine, R2D2.
No,
are the
R2D2
smart
is a tag.
Oh, okay, but it'll make a noise
So-
when you put him in the ship. He goes, bleep, 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 but
Right. The thing on his back is the tag. So
But-
that thing we saw is the tag that triggers him.
the pilot and like none of the secondary characters, from what I'm seeing,
Have tags.
are smart.
Right.
Nope.
So it's
Correct.
only the main people. Now, look, I know I really like some of the pilots in some of the movies. I like some of those secondary characters. Why can't they have a role?
Do you want to spend $200?
to give them to everybody?
Because
No, I
technically
know,
the only line this pilot had was "ah."
He died.
So you know what? I mean, that could be fun. Have what is this?
Oh
do?
my
Ah!
god!
But again, look at the A-wing. The front of that A-wing looks so good. The engine pods look so good. But then you look at the back and there's just a hole. There's nothing there.
There's a
Like it's so
there's a-
incomplete.
there's a
Stop. I
4
could
plus A-wing
fit-
that looks better than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I could fit that A-wing in my sneaker. It's too
Yeah.
small. It's
But-
too
I will say
scale with everything else. Fine, but for 100 and no,
60.
no.
this. Go ahead, Cam. Go ahead.
I mean, I think it's showing that the builds are being sacrificed for the smart brick, and at the end of the day, people want to buy. Like, I don't know if there's going to be a strong enough wave of fans that are going to want to buy the set just because of smart brick. Like, you need a strong set if you're going to sell something new with it. This could draw some people because like the battle scene looks pretty cool. The A-wing sucks. We go back to the TIE fighter. On the front looks good, back looks like crap, and then you go to the X-wing, worst X-wing I've ever seen, and it's not even 4+. You need strong sets to draw people in, and you're not getting that. Those builds have been sacrificed for the smart brick, and I think that's a very poor decision on Lego's part.
I'm gonna say something crazy here.
Unfortunately, can I just say this one thing quick?
Yes, go ahead.
Unfortunately, history shows the kids don't care about the level of it. They just want the toy because it's Star Wars.
Yep.
And I think that's what's
Right.
driving Lego's interest right now is, yes, adults and probably teens aren't going to jump on this because, yes, the sets look bad, but they're not. This is not aimed for adults and teens.
Thank you for
This
saying
is
that.
aimed for kids.
Yeah, but what parent's going to spend $160 on this set?
Parents
A parent
with
that has a kid that wants
excessively,
it.
but excessively disposable income though, because
Which
I
is not
can
common.
go. I can go to the store and get something similar to this, most likely, that makes noise, that will sound better than this brick, that will be more for half the price or less. Like, and $160 for, I'm guessing this is another 9+ set. Is
Yeah.
Probably.
this would be okay. This is your Christmas present. The end. This is not just like a random Saturday we've walked into the Lego store and you want this $160 thing. Because if this didn't have any of the fancy stuff, how much would this be? Half.
I could
Probably
see this
still
being.
$160.
I could with the rate Star Wars sets have been selling lately. Yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, this could have been an $80 set. I think
80,
maybe.
right? Half.
I'm gonna say this though, and this might be a little crazy. If I looked at this, if you take away the stupid turret and the A-wing, I'm interested in this. I'm dead serious.
Just the
For
throne
160?
kind of thing.
No. If you chop off the stupid side builds of the turret and the A-wing, and it's
Mhm.
just like a 2005 Mustafar dual inspired Death Star battle with the two smart bricks that make it, I probably would try to get this and give it a shot. I'm dead
What
serious.
would you pay?
What would you pay?
What would
100.
you pay?
About 100. I pay 100 for this.
3, 5. So you'd get 5 figs because you wouldn't need the pilot.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
And
I'm fine with that.
no, I'm just saying $100.
Yeah.
So you'd get 5 figs. Your charger, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and the 2
He
bricks.
needs the
I'm cool with
charger.
that.
Yeah.
That's
For
interesting
$100.
to me. Yeah. I would give it a shot.
I can see what you're saying. I
To
think
me, that's interesting there. That's a cool set looking.
that would be a cool concept. I feel like they fully don't see now that, and that makes it seem like they're battling each other. So I'm assuming like both those have smart bricks in them.
Yep.
Yes.
Are they communicating with each other?
Yes. So when the A-wing,
Yes.
when the A-wing gets in proximity, when the 2 bricks get in proximity to each other, when the tags are scanned, it makes sounds and whatnot as if the A-wing is shooting at the turret and the turret is shooting back. That's that's a really cool concept.
It's
And if you do it right,
not Star Wars sounds.
No.
But if you do it right, it actually will make the ship sound like it's gotten damage and stuff.
Yes.
That part I think is kind of cool. I think that part is really kind of cool because you can like fight a ship with a ship and this and that, but as grown people, we're gonna do that literally maybe once or twice because we're stupid and we'll do it.
It proves Scott's point that it's meant for kids. It proves Scott's point.
Yes.
But I'm wondering though, I'm blanking right now because like, well, I don't buy Butch toys anymore. Are there toys that do this?
Yes.
That have chips in them that communicate with each other?
Yes.
Yes.
So like, you can have them like fighting each other?
Oh yeah, and I see them all the time in alleys.
Yeah.
I see them at alleys. I see them at Marshalls because they aren't selling for the price they want them to sell for when they originally come out, and I usually see them very heavily in discount stores.
The thing I like the most
is the
about
Lego
this,
equivalent of that.
Yeah, the thing I like the most about this, and this picture I think shows it just as well as the other one does. This Death Star battle, like the lift arms that the characters sit on, you could put any figure on that and have them fight.
Oh yeah.
They just don't like to me like the smart bricks enhance it, but this build the build of those doesn't inherently need the smart brick to function and make it work right.
Right, it's like that Ahsoka
which
set.
is cool. Like this is the only set where I'm like, you almost had me. If you drop off the A-wing and the cannon, you've got me. I'm in, and I'm gonna give this a chance. But none of that's but you add those in. No, I'm not. I know.
So it's like the Ahsoka set where there's
Battle on Peridot.
Yeah, and it's
Battle of Peridot.
And you can just fight and the plates are spinning and great. So now add smart stuff to it. So it's the same concept.
Correct.
I think it's cool that they can actually smash lightsabers. It'll make a noise. There are cool parts to this whole idea.
Here's some other.
The execution just sucks.
Here's some other pictures that are actually like visible. You can make out what they are. These were shown during the presentation. Pictures are all over the place. We can show them off. Millennium Falcon looks not good, like whatsoever.
It looks average. I mean, it's not the worst Millennium Falcon I've seen.
I want a clearer picture.
True.
Yeah.
For a better.
Also, I'm like 99,000% positive that Millennium Falcon cockpit is the Ahsoka Jedi Interceptor cockpit piece. Guaranteed. This is very much a chibi style Millennium Falcon. Which is okay that they shrunk it down.
Is this a smart brick set?
This is a smart brick set, yes.
Yeah, both of these are.
With all 3 of them. Because then we have the Mos Eisley Cantina, which we got video of Beyond the Brick, played with it. Like, we don't really see much else besides that, but it's there. And then we got Luke's land speeder, which nobody, I don't think, got their hands on, or there's at least no video of it. So
the Cantina doesn't even play the Cantina song, though.
Nope, it doesn't.
Like, come on. At least
nope, it doesn't.
Do things right.
I have this feeling these aren't gonna do well.
No, I'm sorry. No, there's.
I need to see a better picture of what the Millennium Falcon's function with the smart brick is.
Yeah, but even if it's the best looking Falcon set, would you buy it even though it has a smart brick?
No.
That's the thing.
We don't have prices on any of these yet.
Let me show you something really quick, my friend. Let me show you something.
Do we have prices on any of these three?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've not heard that. No.
I know pre-order goes live in a little less than 3 days for all of them.
These smart brick sets.
Yep. Yeah, it's like smack on the Lego
the
website.
The 2019 Millennium Falcon will forever be the best play scale Millennium Falcon they've ever made. 100%. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that will ever top how great that this set is. This is going to be interesting. Again, it's very shrunk down. It's very chibi style. I'm curious to see how this works. We don't know, like, again, and these pictures are very blurry. We don't really know how the smart brick is going to factor into the Millennium Falcon or into the Land Speeder. We'll see. There's also an ATST coming. We don't really have clear pictures of that yet, so I'm not putting, like, there's one, but, like, you can't even tell what it is.
Smart brick one?
That. Yes.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, okay.
So
yeah,
that's everything.
Apparently, if I'm reading this right, the rumored price for that Land Speeder is $40.
Wow. Now, some of those sets are going to include smart tags, but not bricks.
Hang on. Got one more for you.
So then you don't have to pay for a charger and...
Guess how much? Bring that picture back. Bring that picture back.
Which one?
God.
How much do you think that Millennium Falcon's going to go for?
200.
No.
I'm going to go 180.
200.
There's no way.
Only 100.
Oh,
that's actually
I was going to say it's not that big to be that expensive.
These are just rumors from what I'm seeing, but
it's going
to be around 880 pieces for $100. And it's going to come with Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and maybe some form of a Luke.
So 2 days, 12 hours, 3 minutes, and 45 seconds. They all go on pre-order.
At the time of this recording.
Yes.
Yes. At the time of right now. Yes.
It'll be very interesting to see how many of these sell out. So let's get into a little bit of discussion here about our thoughts. I'm going to put it this way. I've had this thought all day, and I get what Lego's you're trying to innovate. You're trying to make something that's already cooler. You're trying to make this more attractive for a younger audience that maybe is losing interest in the basic building bricks, and now you're trying to sucker them in more with, well, this one has electronic features and this and that. But here's my problem with this. And the same problem I have with, I'm going to use a sports analogy here. The Nickelodeon and the Disney broadcasts of NFL games, where they go through and they animate the teams and they put like SpongeBob or Sully from Monsters, Inc. on the field in place of a player. This is that. But the problem is, if a little kid already doesn't like football, said little kid is not going to turn around and go, well, I can watch SpongeBob play football during this game. Like, no. They're not going to care about this.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good analogy.
I was lost, and then I got it.
That's a great analogy, honestly.
If the kid already doesn't give a crap about Lego, giving it a little electronic piece is going to make blinking lights and sounds. It's not going to make them miraculously be all about it. Sorry. It's not going to happen.
No, great concept. I mean, to me, this is overkill for Lego because, for one, Lego hasn't needed technology within their bricks outside of like a push light button or the sound brick and sound wave or the sorting hat. They haven't needed that much technology. They've had just simple Lego builds for 60 plus years. Almost now. 70, 75?
More. We just celebrated 70.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There was nothing broken about Lego sets to begin with. And like, yeah, it's a great concept in theory, but seeing it on paper, on sets, we talked about this already, like the sets themselves, the build structures have been sacrificed for these smart bricks. And to me, the most disappointing part is the whole point to me for Lego, what I love, why Legos became my hobby, one of the things I love most is because it was an escape from technology. Now, that's not how it started when I was a kid. There wasn't the technology that there is today. There wasn't social media. There wasn't all that. But it became where Lego was an escape for me to get away from technology, to get away from screens. So, like, when we heard the rumors about Lego wanting to get rid of the instruction booklets for app-only instructions, everyone was up in arms about it, right? to me, this is a very similar concept where it's defeating the whole purpose of what Lego has been as a brand, where it was an escape for technology. Now, yeah, I get that there's like Lego Fortnite, great collaboration. I think that's good because it's something it's not affecting Lego sets themselves. Right. This is changing Lego sets, and not for the better. For me.
My argument is this much, and you said this, JJ, saying that kids were getting bored with it. We're getting bored with the concept of a brick. Numbers don't lie. They've been pulling in billions in profit.
Yes.
Every year. There's not a slowdown. There's not a slowdown of demand for Lego. There's not people losing interest in it. You know what it might be? If the quality of your sets suck, people are going to lose interest in it and don't want to spend money on it anymore.
There's that
They're fixing the wrong problem. They're not. The sets haven't been bad because there's been a lack of technology. They've been bad because it's been expensive sets for lower builds. That's the part that's broken, not the sets themselves, but the price to set ratio. That's what's been broken. That's the problem we should be fixing.
I don't even think it's the price to set ratio. I just literally think it's just, you know what? If you spend a little bit more time making better sets, maybe it wouldn't go so bad.
This is the wrong way to improve the set.
There's two things also there's two big things that have been floating around. People are like, the two big things in the community that people have been going at with like point-wise that I want to address quickly. One of them is anytime Lego tries to roll out some sort of technological feature in a line of sets, it bombs. That is not true because Mindstorms worked and it was fantastic. Yeah. If you did this like Mindstorms, where the smart brick can be programmed to do different things when it scans a tag, that is really cool. If you do it where this is programmable and kids are learning about like programming and computer stuff while they're doing this, I'm on board and you've got me, because that then makes it 1,000 times cooler, because now you have kids wanting to learn about coding and computer science, and that to me is interesting.
Or grown people.
Yeah.
Grown people that might want to get into that field, or like, 16-year-olds that might want to, I might like this to be my job or go to college for this. Let's see if this sticks for me. So yes, if they did it like that, yes.
Because if I can buy one of these sets and get one of these bricks and, hook it up via the charging ports on my computer, go onto like the Mindstorms programming thing. If you do something like that, where you can have it to where you can program the brick to do different things, that's really cool, and I'm all for it if that's the case. The problem is this brick is scan thing, make sound. It's
overcomplicated for a simple
Mario thing, but smaller.
Exactly. I feel like they overdid everything for such a simple execution. They put in all this work for very little outcome.
Yeah.
And the other point that people keep bringing up in defense of this is it's not for adults, it's for kids. Stop crying about it. I'm sorry. What little kid do you know has the money to drop $100 on an X-Wing that is no bigger than his foot? None of them.
No.
None of them.
I'm a grown adult male, and sometimes I don't have the money to pay for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, look,
thank you.
At the end of the day, Lego is a business and they need to make money. Not that they're not hurting for money. However, had they said, hey, we're going to now include lights, because I think this is partially them trying to come and figure out, oh my God, Funhole or Lumi Bricks and Panacea and all these other off brands that are starting to creep up on them. If they would have said, we've now made these bricks that are going to run wires and we're going to include lights in the set, everybody would have lost their minds.
Yes.
If they would have said stickers are a thing of the past, everybody would have lost their minds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
These would have been things that would have made their biggest core purchasers
happy.
Super happy.
Yes.
All prints or light kits in them and bricks that accommodate all the wiring, that would have been amazing.
100%.
But no, we're going to do this other thing. Now it's technological, but it's not an app. So, okay, so it's not hidden side, it's not video, it's not, so you don't need an app so people aren't going to be so angry because you don't have to be connected to your phone. But I don't feel like AI necessarily needs a place within Lego.
Nope.
It's not
The
AI.
end.
It's not AI.
Not yet.
It doesn't, like, this kind of technology just doesn't need to be there.
No.
You're gonna, okay, you get your light brick or your sorting hat or whatever, and you push the sound button or make it light up. How often? Just like we were talking about last time, how often do you open up your modulars to see all the details inside?
Right.
You get these play features, you get this stuff, you mess with it for a couple minutes when you're building it.
Well, I mean, to that point,
it.
There are kids that would like constantly play with the sorting hat. They'll press that button constantly, and like they have like a light up feature. Like they'll press that button constantly. But I get what you're saying in the sense that these smart bricks are fixing a problem that never existed.
Yeah,
they're not. They're adding a bunch of stuff that nobody was asking for. People like you said are wanting lights.
We've asked for lights. We've asked for prints. Right. We've asked for fix something else. We would gladly pay 20% more for all prints, no stickers.
Yeah.
True.
We would gladly pay 20-30% more for lighting inside everything with bricks that accommodate all the wiring that has to happen. And we would do that. We would pay that and we would be happy.
This is fixing a problem that was never there.
Yeah, this is unnecessary.
This is one of the many non-problems. Like Jane said, there are problems that Lego is going to be facing with their competitors, and problems as we as fans of Lego have, that issues we would like to get fixed somehow that Lego is not even considering. And meanwhile, they do this, which is fixing something that was never there.
This reminds me of that meme of the people sitting around a boardroom and they're looking for an idea to improve things, and people are coming up with nonsensical things, and then the one guy at the end comes up with, hey, how about we do a better job designing sets, and they throw them out a window.
Exactly. They don't want to hear the truth. In all
right.
honesty, the truth hurts sometimes, and I feel like in a small sense, Lego doesn't want to face the truth sometimes, that they have competitors that are doing something that they can't do. So they're trying to do something new and flashy that no one else is doing within building block sets, but nobody wanted it. Nobody is asking for it to improve the set.
Given the prices go ahead. Given that the prices are so, like, look, if the sets are aimed for kids, great, because there are kids and kids are going to love some of this stuff. But price wise, you're not aiming at the kids, you're aiming for the parents' wallet. So given that, if you just like would have maybe done a survey, would you rather have this smart brick? Would you rather have light kits? Would you rather have no more stickers? And let the majority of the people that go in and do those surveys that they put in the insiders
exactly,
and let the people speak, and
they
then
know
start
who is an
working on
insider.
that.
They know who has an insider's account. They could just easily send an email, and like, you're not going to get every single insider's member to do that survey, but the ones that do that survey care about the product. They care about the brand.
Do a survey. Take your majority, say the people have spoken. This is what they want. We're going to start working on this. Thank you for your input. At the end, you're going to make
no one asked for this.
A lot of people happy. You can't make everybody happy. You can't. It's not possible ever.
There's two last things I want to talk about before we get ready to wrap up. The first thing is, and Gina, you made this point during our the video, our State of 2025 video. They 100% put this on a Star Wars set line.
Yes.
Because if they did it for anything else that was original that they did, no one's touching it. But because you put it on Star Wars, it's got that massive IP, and people are going to see it, and it's going to be a big deal. Dave Filoni was at the presentation.
I think that was overkill too. I understand why, but it's just hyping something that it's. I feel like that's a money grab.
Yes,
Dave Filoni, money grab. Sorry.
The problem
they want this to succeed because they have so much invested into it. I'm sure they needed to succeed. Otherwise, they're going to take a hit. I think they spent so much time and effort and money into this They need to work. Scott is thinking really hard right now. I can tell.
Billions in profit. How much hit do you think they're going to take?
Not much.
It depends how much they actually. Well, not just money wise, like time. Like time is so valuable. People don't appreciate how much time is worth.
Yes.
If they've been doing this for like, I think I heard 10 years they've been working on this. That's a lot of time and effort down the drain if this does not succeed. So they needed to succeed. That's why they had Dave Filoni. That's why they did it in Star Wars. They needed to succeed. So it's not a waste of 10 years.
The other problem there is that with you picking Lego Star Wars is the Lego Star Wars community is one of the most volatile groups of human beings on the face of planet Earth.
Yes.
If this does not land perfectly, like Jordan fades back, perfect swish, that's the game. If you don't nail this, they are going to turn on you.
It's not going to land.
What? It's already happened. So yes, so you picked the best theme to market this with, but you picked the worst team, and you picked the worst theme in terms of community reaction, because the Star Wars fans will nitpick the living Christ out of everything they can.
Now, you warned me about this, and I'm going to go with it anyway. So they're starting with Star Wars, but they're also putting these, if I'm not mistaken, in the Pokemon sets.
In the Pokemon
yes,
sets.
I said
don't say no.
Listen.
No.
It's me.
Say it right.
This is, no, I
say
can't.
It right.
My mouth just won't do it.
Pokemon.
No. So if it doesn't succeed with Pokemon, that's even worse. Pokemon is
we're gonna get so many subscribers leaving.
You two are.
Seriously, have you ever seen Pawn Stars? She's the old man.
Oh my god! Whenever Rick calls them Pokemon cards and Chumley wants to kill him, yeah, it's hilarious.
Chumley, what are these Pokemon cards? They're called Pokemon.
I've called it Pokemon since the beginning of time.
That's
like for 20 years, just because.
That is the rumor that they are supposed to be in Pokemon sets, which I get why they're doing it.
Yes, so if it fails with Star Wars, and then they're still going to roll out with those sets because they've obviously already started them, everybody's already worried that those sets are going to be inferior to the mega sets that they had. Because some of those were good.
Yeah, they were.
Some of those were really good.
Well, because Mega Constructs was willing to do molded pieces for the special character for the Pokemon, which we don't know if Lego's going to do that.
But if they don't,
probably
and
not.
Then they put these smart things in them and make them extra expensive, and they are not as good looking, like they're just gonna.
Here's what's going to happen. The Pokemon start to come out. They're not going to sell well. Lego's going to look at themselves and be like, I guess people really don't like Pokemon. It's their fault. They don't want it. We'll stop selling it. Not realizing it's because of the smart bricks.
They'll course correct if that happens.
Let's put a card in there, and then we'll have to fight people.
They're not going to drop that license. They're not going to drop that license.
Don't put Pokemon cards in there. I already know Happy Meals are going to have exclusive Pokemon cards. I already know that's going to be.
Are they seriously?
They're putting Pokemon cards in Happy Meals. That is going to be a
Happy Meals in multiple locations because the scalpers will have bought all of them.
My brother will go to McDonald's and buy 3,000 Happy Meals.
That's what's going to happen.
He's got a Pokemon whatnot and all this. I don't know.
Scott, what are you thinking right now?
Go ahead, Scott.
I would like to thank Lego for helping me save money this year.
yeah, that is very true. Yay!
Here's the other interesting thing, and we alluded to this earlier that I wanted to talk. The last topic I want to touch on. LAN is awfully quiet right now, aren't they? A lot of them are not saying anything about this. I think they're afraid if they open their mouths and say that they like it, people are going to just turn on them like they did with the Death Star.
The thing with this,
they're going to start tiptoeing around this because they don't want to see their followings just turn on them for being like, hey, this is cool. Because the minute you say it's cool, everyone wants to kill you for it.
The minute we've been talking about this the entire episode. It's a cool concept in theory.
Yes.
The execution, somewhat good, more so bad because, for one, it's not the Star Wars sounds that it should be. It is a cool concept, but it's going to be executed poorly, and that's no fault of any of the LAN members. What sucks is they should be able to speak their minds, and they're not going to be able to.
I think Lego literally, like, I feel bad for LAN members.
Has anyone from LAN gotten a set yet?
No.
Do we even know
Probably
that?
not yet.
I've seen some people interact with it, but like they don't physically have it in their possession yet.
They all allegedly, from what it seems, they were all invited to this conference, and their first in-hand like stuff with it was when they were there actually messing with it. That was their first time seeing it in hand.
I'll bet you some of them go home from that conference with some of the sets.
Oh, they probably will.
I feel bad for these LAN members because whether they like it or hate it or whatever, like JJ said, whatever their opinion is, they're gonna get smashed. And it's like almost like Lego's just throwing them to the wolves again, like they did with the Death Star.
But unlike the Death Star, now we know that people are going to go after them now.
Yeah.
And now it's like if any of them genuinely are like, hey, this is fun, I liked this, they're going to be like, Lego told you to say that. And even though we know that's not the case.
No.
Lego does not tell the land to tell people that things are good. We know that for a fact.
Correct.
But it's like, people are going to sit there and go, you're just saying that because you got it for free and you want to keep getting more free stuff. So you're going to keep saying things that they like to hear.
Yeah, no. Look, Beyond the Brick, when I watched their video, dude actually looked like he was having legitimate fun.
They probably are fun to play with. I don't doubt it. They just look like trash.
They're fun for 5 minutes and then they're not going to want to play with them.
It's a novelty
thing.
I
said, we're all kids. If we could afford them and wanted to pay the price, and we built them and we swished around and played ships with each other for like 15 minutes, it would be fun. It would be fun.
Why can't I just play around with my Millennium Falcon and make Millennium Falcon noises with my own mouth?
I speak for my figs. I speak for my figs. I speak for my own ships. I don't need anybody else to do it.
How many of us, when we played with a car as a kid, were like playing with a car? Like, what happened to those days?
Not only that, but I watched the Beyond the Brick video too, when he's swooshing the X-Wing.
Yeah.
You can't hear it.
No. It's so quiet.
Oh, it is quiet. And the two ships have to be very close together to actually interact.
It's so bad.
The Lego guy had to get really close to the Beyond the Brick guy, and to have the pew pews that aren't pew pews.
The pew pews work, but pew pews. And they're doing that so that they can go through and reuse the sound effects for other sets later.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Look, I would play with it if I just got to see them and pick them up and play with them. I would play with them because when the Lego store gets them, we're going. I'm like 10, 5. I'm a child, and I will play with that, but I'm not paying for that and bringing it home. And I was going to say something terrible, but I'm not going to bring these ships home and play all by myself.
Yeah.
All by myself.
Yeah, there we go.
Licensed music. Does anybody have final thoughts on the Smart Brick before we wrap this video up?
Thank you. Thank you for helping me save money this year. I had other goals for this year. Yeah. I have zero interest in any of this.
Minas Tirith, excuse me.
It's not even Minas Tirith. Like I have other things that I like. I wanted Avengers Tower. I want, so let's call it what it is. $160 for the Emperor's Room. Not gonna buy it. Another $100 on the X-Wing. Not gonna buy it. Another $80 on the
TIE Fighter.
The TIE Fighter. Not gonna buy it.
If I find Darth Vader's TIE Fighter on sale, I will sell everything out of it, like the brick and all of it, and I will just mod it so I can actually make the back look good, and I'll keep it.
I have to wonder. So Star Wars figs usually they skyrocket. Some of them. These smart figs, will that happen? No. But how much will the bricks sell for when it
I am very curious to see if the brick ever hit PAB.
Will it?
That's what I want to know. Are the bricks going to hit PAB? That's a good question to ask, though.
Will any component, any special component of these sets,
there's motors on PAB,
go up in price?
Not anymore.
There's motors on PAB.
I don't think they're there anymore.
I'm pretty sure I saw some today when I was looking around on Pab.
Maybe.
But yeah, like will they put a smart brick with a charger on Pab and you could buy more? Like that I can see it.
I would see it. I don't think it'd be on Pab. I think it'd be just like a actual set to buy. Like you can
eBay,
go on and buy it.
I think
eBay stuff. How much?
I think in theory, this is a really good idea in theory. I think the way they've executed it is very poor. I think the only set in my eyes that really works is the Emperor's Throne Room duel.
And even then, that's a to me.
No, I think that set is very close to being like, I see what you're doing here. And I think if they go down that path and they build on this and they make improvements to some of these sets and the technology, this could take off. I could see it. But they have to sell. And I don't think they're going to sell it all. I think these are going to bomb. I really do. I think this is good.
It's
terrible sets. Don't buy them. No.
Wait. Demon baby.
What do you say, sweetheart?
Don't play with us, Cam.
They're worse than her.
No. I'll say this. My final wrap-up thought before I let Cam say something. Bruce Swift on Instagram, the crazy guy over in Asia who buys like 1 million of every Star Wars set to make like the biggest clone army known to humankind. He put a poll up and he asked people, would you rather buy any smart brick set or buy the Juggernaut? And 88% of the poll was buy the Juggernaut.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, I have another Cam question. Would you rather have smart brick succeed or dreams?
Ooh.
Hang on. We're not wrapping up. This just got interesting.
Look at it. You can see he knows he should answer the one way, but he's not going to.
What'll it be, Cam?
You have to do it. We're not ending this until you say it.
Oh God, Gina, I hate you.
Cam?
I mean, Cam, it's pretty easy. Dreams. One has the smart bricks that you hate, one doesn't.
Yeah,
Cam.
If one had to continue for like 5 more years.
Wait, 5 years?
No, it just smart brick or dreams. Which one would you rather have do better?
I feel like I'm going to shock a lot of people right now.
He's picking the smart bricks.
I swear to God, you better figure out how to Elmo my fingers. You better.
I'm going to say dreams only because it's a Lego IP and I want to promote Lego IP. I think it's dirty what Lego's doing with smart bricks using Star Wars to promote it. I don't like the concept of the smart bricks. I feel like they are completely unnecessary. Okay. Whereas as much as I think Dreams has run its course, it is a Lego IP at the end of the day.
Okay. I'll take it.
So moving into my final statement on the smart brick.
Wait. We're gonna end that argument with one quick thing.
Oh.
If you agree with Cam, hashtag Cam loves dreams.
No.
Cam loves dreams. Show us you're paying attention.
No.
Let's see it.
Yes.
No. Yes.
All right.
A corner has turned here in the story.
Corner has not turned. I still hate dreams. I just picked it over smart bricks. I just hate it. I hate dreams less than smart bricks. Okay. That's all it is.
I'll take the win.
You got my level of hatred. You got dreams, smart brick.
Oh man, that's a big win. I'll take it.
Huge.
So my thoughts was like I've been saying all episode. I think smart bricks are completely unnecessary for what Lego sets are. Like JJ said, if a kid isn't interested in Lego to begin with, they're not going to be interested in it now that there's a smart brick. There's adult fans that have zero interest in a smart brick. Teenagers aren't going to be interested in a smart brick. And then kids, they're going to be too expensive for the parents to want to buy. In the end of the day, am I going to spend 50% more on a set that makes it sounds, or am I going to make my own sounds? That's what it is at the end of the day. It's fixing a problem that was never there. Mm-hmm. And there's no reason to buy any of these, especially like the minifigs look worse. The sets have been sacrificed to fit in the smart brick that no one's going to care about. Yeah. And I hope this fails miserably. I hope Lego learns a lesson and starts listening to the fans. Like Gina's saying, there are other problems that they could solve because of what their competitors are doing. Stop focusing on problems that aren't there. Stop trying to re-innovate the Lego brick. You've already built the wheel. Use it.
Yeah.
And
Fun Hole has
hate dreams.
No, but you want dreams instead of the smart brick. I will take that win.
You put me between a rock and a hard place.
I
had to pick the lesser of two evils, and dreams is a lesser of two evils because it is a Lego IP. That's it.
Technically, we put you between a dream and a smart brick. So
all I'm saying is, thank God they didn't put the smart bricks in dreams, because this whole episode would have been completely different. I would have been celebrating the entire time because I knew dreams would be coming to an end sooner.
Dude, what if they put if this works, we might see him in Marvel.
Don't you dare bring that up. No, don't bring it to fruition.
It's
sorry.
Possible.
He's got a point. They've already said
he's already. I am Batman.
Yeah. He's already said. They said at the end of the presentation, we're gonna show you in a little while or down the road how you can integrate this stuff with your other toys.
Please let that be Pokemon and not Marvel.
Fantasy.
Don't touch Marvel.
Marvel has enough problems.
Fantasy has already voiced that they are open to their sound bricks being able to connect with your device and record your own sounds, put your own sounds in
Lego will never allow that.
This is also an issue that we didn't talk about.
Lego bricks say profanity.
Just a small one last thing to mention that we didn't really dive into. Just the fact that the bricks communicate with each other. They could be listening to us. That's just, I don't need that. Like Scott was saying, being the old your quote, being the older man. I understand that, but I don't need the toys listening. It's bad enough we got Big Brother everywhere to begin with, but we don't need it in the toys. It's not necessary. It's not going to improve the Lego set at all to me.
All I'm thinking of is the scene with Woody from Toy Story.
I'm thinking Toy Story.
Everything.
I would love if my toys came to life. That would be awesome. But I don't need them listening. No, I don't need them listening to me. But if my toys were actually alive like Toy Story, that would be awesome.
Yo, move it here alive. Just yell at my show.
What are we doing over here?
I'm stepping out of the room for 5 minutes and we'll be returning in 5 minutes, not 4 minutes to see what's going on.
Anyways, now that we've gone off the rails entirely to end this episode, thank you all for watching this special presentation. We don't do these often, but we do them when there's a topic big enough warranted to actually cover. There will be an episode this Friday as usual. It is a fun one. So keep an eye out for that. The flagship podcast is always Fridays at 2 p.m. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get notified when new episodes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to get notified when new episodes of the flagship pod go live.
So you can see when the special presentations come out as well.
And you can also see when Time Capsule comes out, which is our sub-series where we talk about a retired theme and how it is remembered. That is third Tuesday of every month at 5 p.m. The one for this month has already been recorded. It is super fun. So keep an eye out for that one. That was a fun one for Scott. You can find us on Instagram.
Just keep rubbing that in, pal. Something will come along for you. Just
for me? I know. It already has twice for me. You can find us on Instagram at the Brick Hour Pod. You can find me on Instagram at Lancaster Builds.
You can find me at Cameron Studios _.
I can be found at My Bricks and Me on Instagram, which I actually posted a story today, which is I did, and it was very inspirational. And since JJ did say that he would help me with a thumbnail, a room tour will be coming in the next couple weeks.
Hey.
Yeah.
On your YouTube
on
channel.
YouTube. On my YouTube channel, yes. It will be rebooted. I will figure out how to get my my stuff in order. We'll say that. Go ahead.
And I'm the Rogue Lannister. Please send antibiotics and IV bags. And we'll get me back up and running soon.
DM Scott on Instagram. We will see everybody in the next episode. Have a great night. Happy bowling.